Hey guys, welcome back to Xposed Tuesday. Today we're going to take a look at a module that will help us protect and lock an application on our system, be it a tablet or a device, so that we don't have any accidental access whenever we share our device. Let's check it out. Today's module is called ProtectedApps. First thing we want to do obviously is go into the Xposed installer, download the actual module itself, and just look for it, ProtectedApps, it's one word, version 3.5.3, check the box, restart the device, and this is again compatible with Android 5.1.1. Once you have this set up, you can turn on the actual module by just selecting it. It takes a few seconds to actually rebuild the library of the installed applications and modules that you have in the system. So once you have this, you're able to go through and you can actually scroll through the entire list, but for the simplicity of this review, what we're doing right now is just going to put the protected functionality on two different apps, Amazon and the Amplify app. We'll go through real quick on the settings tab. You have the ability of searching for an app, of course. Selected, this just basically shows you a list of the ones that you've already selected. You can also reach it by just clicking the little icon right there. It gives you the same information. The next thing on the list here we have is log file. This just shows you the log file of what's going on, if it's initiated or not. And it shows exactly what's been actually working. Settings, we'll get to that in 1 second. Exceptions, this is one of the functionalities in case you do decide to basically, let's say, lock the dialer and put a setup on that. So this enables you to receive calls while still being able to actually have this functionality set up. Very nice, and you're able to add more things into it. The other thing you also have the ability here is the integration with Tasker. You need to turn it on first and then set a password so that you can have a protected functionality. The next here we have, I think as far as basically what you have, reloading the library itself, help, about, and then exit. And exit actually does ask you to confirm. Now, the main thing we want to do here obviously is you need to go ahead and select the applications you want to protect. And when I say protect, I mean we're going to basically be limiting access to these applications with the functionality of a passcode or a PIN, and we'll get into that in the settings section. First thing obviously here is change the app icon. You can do that if you want to. You have the actual module disabled. Don't let it protect anything. You don't want to do that. Obviously, we do want that, and you want to be able to basically use it. I didn't want to use it as the standard key guard for Android, and this what essentially means is it's going to be using what Android uses to lock the device. So it locks the screen and then it requires you to unlock it that way. I choose to have it unlocked with a custom unlock screen which pops in front of me. The other thing here is both first launch and handling, so basically it keeps you the ability, basically, do you want it to just observe everything or not? Notifications, it does have basically a while unlocked, an option to be able to keep an app unlocked during this setup, meaning during this process. And if you unlock it and you reboot the device, it relocks it again. It's something called permanent unlock, and I'll show you guys once we unlock an application. Unlocking, obviously showing the toast unlock message, and then how long does it actually wait before it unlocks the application again. And right now it's at 300 seconds. You can reduce this. But this is intended, obviously, that if you're actively using the app, you don't want it to relock the moment you just exit the app. So it's one of those things you want to keep in there. And here you can set the different type of security measure. You can go with pattern, password, PIN, knock code, and that depending on your system if it works or not. For me, I just chose to set a PIN, and I set the PIN right there, and you can just modify it here again, and it sets it every time as long as you can go in there and change it within the app. The next thing you want to basically go into here is the behavior. Only occurring on the current app itself. Show unlock prompt, show unlock prompt again here for while the device is locked. And then if you want to turn on logging, this is depending on you, and it'll show up in the system setting when you go in here, and it says for the logs. Other than that, it's pretty simple. You select your app, you select the apps that you also want to be able to go through, you go home, and then you try to launch those applications. Go in and we're going to try to launch Amplify. And you'll notice the first thing that comes up says this app is protected. Do I want to unlock it? I say yes. It prompts me for the unlock pattern. This is again separate. You have the ability of making it unlock the application itself. Now I don't have Amplify turned on, that's why we're getting this message, but it's separate from the system settings. So, and then now if I want to go back in and I want to go back into Amplify, it doesn't lock it again. It waits for that 300 seconds that I set it for it. As you guys saw, the installation is pretty simple. Just check the box, restart the device, and you're pretty much set. It is compatible with Android 5.1.1. The other thing I want to mention here is, I think when you first install the application itself or the module, you should go directly into the settings tab. Change one thing. Take out the option where it says lock the device and unlock the device to be able to access the application. I find that to be kind of a too long of a process, and change it to just an unlock pin, which is the way I had it on my device, so that when you want to open up an application, it just asks you for your pin right there. For me, I was using obviously a PIN. You can use it with a password, you can use it with a pattern. There's different options you can select. The other thing, you obviously want to set those security measures, otherwise it doesn't have one in there by default. So the one thing you want to do is take care of the settings, then go ahead and select the applications you want to protect. And if you do want to protect something, let's say the dialer, you want to block that one out, there are options to be able to do exceptions so that you can receive calls if a call comes in. So it doesn't hinder the functionality of your device once you have that in there. I think it's nice, it's simple, it's easy to be able to set up. It just maybe would have been easy if the first thing that popped up, when you first install it says please set PIN or please set security measure. But other than that, I think it's nice. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As usual, like and subscribe to this channel, like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on the next one.